dears, today I have come with a new topic, that is determinants. Matrices and determinants are used in computer graphics, applied mathematics, science and engineering. Analysis of matrix and determinants are used for the study of continuous deformation of body, stress and strain. So the topics to be covered today are determinants introduction, calculation of determinants of order 1, 2, 3, Sarus method to calculate determinant of order 3, minus and cofactors, and application of determinants. Exactly what is determinant? So every square matrix can be associated to a number or expression that is known as determinant. Okay. We have matrix A as Aij. So determinant A, or we can write determinant A. This is the expression to denote determinant. Okay, in some few books you will write it as delta also. Correct? Okay. Now how to calculate the determinant? Depending upon the how many elements are present in your matrix, square matrix, we calculate the determinant. Say for example, so I have a matrix of order 1. So what will be the determinant? A11. Right? If I have a matrix of order 2 cross 2, because since we are talking about a square matrix, I can also say square matrix of order 2. Okay, so I have A11, A12, A21, A22. So this is a square matrix of order 2. How to find the determinant of it? It is equal to multiplication of the main diagonal elements minus multiplication of the off diagonal elements. Is that clear? So A11 into A22 minus A12 into A21. This is nothing but that. This is the way we calculate the determinant of a square matrix of order 2. Okay. Now I'll explain you how to calculate the determinant of a square matrix of order 3. So now this is my 3 cross 3 matrix and we will find the determinant. So determinant A equals to, so how will find the expression associated to it? A11. I am taking this element. So corresponding row and column we will leave. Okay. So what I am getting? I'll write this determinant A22, A23, A32 and A33. Right? Okay. Now I'll take the second element. Minus, with minus sign. We are starting plus, minus, plus. A12. Now the element associated with this row and column I'll leave. Remove this sign. Okay. Now take this. So this row and column I'll leave, in which is the intersection of this point, and I am left with A21, A31, A23, A33. Okay. Plus, now I'll take this element. A13, same way, same row and same column I'll leave. So A21, A31, A22, A32. Now I have got this. Okay, so see, I have taken this element. This is in which row? This row and this column. Okay, so write this A11 and whatever is left out, please write in this determinant. Okay, now second element how will get? So now if I want this element, first of all minus sign will come with this element A12. Now corresponding row and column will be deleted. What is left? A21, A31, A23 and A plus A13 will be, leave the corresponding row and column and you are left with A21, A31, A22, A32. Okay. So now we will solve this determinant A11. So now multiply these two. A22, A33 minus A23, A32. This is the same way we have calculated the determinant of the square matrix order 2. Same way I am calculating main diagonal elements minus non-diagonal elements multiplication. Minus A12 bracket A21, A33 minus A23, A31 plus A13, A21, A32 minus A22, A31. So this is the expression associated with the square matrix of order 3. Now I'll explain you how to calculate the determinant of a matrix of order 3. Saris diagram is only applicable for the matrix of order 3. So now I have written this determinant. These columns I have written, all 3, plus I have repeated these 2 columns. Okay. So now how to use? See, we will write the arrows like this. Okay. From A11 to A22 and to A33. Now A21 to A23 and then A31. A31 and this. Now further I don't have any other column, so leave here. Okay. Now we'll start the back arrows. Okay. Subtracting of the arrows again from A31. This to here, and to here, to here. Now further I don't have any element, so I cannot. So when I have substituted this front arrows, I'll write A11, A22, A33. Means I'll multiply A11, A22, A33 plus same multiplication A12, A23, A31 plus A13, A21, A32 minus from where I have started the back arrows. Okay, so A13, A22, A31 minus, again this will be subtracted, A11, A23, A32 minus A12, A21, A33. Clear? So how we have done? We have first marked the arrows. Okay. Then back arrows. And then with the front arrows, this and this. So from here, 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 addition, subtraction, this and this. So this is the diagram, Saris diagram, to calculate the determinant of a matrix of order 3. A matrix A is a singular matrix if its determinant is 0. Generally what a student think that singular means a single element. No, it's not like that. So if A is a square matrix such that determinant A is equal to 0, then it is a singular matrix. And if determinant A is not equal to 0, then non-singular matrix. So on the basis of that, we will get some question to find out the value of the unknown quantity. So this is the question: determine the value of x if A is singular. So it means the determinant A is equal to 0, right? Singular means determinant A is equal to 0. Now we'll calculate the value of the determinant. So we'll take this element and leave the corresponding row and column. So what you are getting? X plus 2, 2, 1, 6. Okay. Minus of minus 3. Again, leave the corresponding row. We are taking now this element. Leave the corresponding row and column. Minus 5, 4, 2, 6. Again, plus 4. Leave the corresponding row and column. Minus 5. X plus 2, 4, 1. Now we'll solve the determinant. And we will keep it equal to 0. So keep it equal to 0. X plus 1. What are you getting? 6x plus 12 minus 2. Minus minus plus 3. Okay. What are you getting? Minus 30. Minus 8. Plus 4. Minus 5. Minus 4x. Minus 8. Is this thing clear? So 16x gets cancelled. This becomes, so I got 6x square minus 156 is equal to 0. So x square is equal to 156 by 6. Cancel. 6 2s are 12, 6 6 are 36. So x is equal to plus minus root 26. So if I have the value of x as plus minus root 26, my matrix will become a singular matrix. So these type of questions you can get, but you should know the concept of the singular matrix. that is determinant equal to 0. So topic is minus and cofactors. So what is minus? Let A is equal to Aij is a square matrix of order n. The minor Mij of Aij in A is the determinant of the square submatrix of order n minus 1 obtained by leaving ith row and jth column of A. Okay. So what does that mean? So let us take a matrix A of order 2. So this is my square matrix. Now I have to find M11. Exactly what is M11? Minor of A11. Okay, this is my element A11. So what is the definition of minor? That leaving the corresponding row and column, whatever matrix is left out, for that you will find the determinant. So what is the element left out leaving the row and column? This you left. So what is left? 6. So determinant of 6 is 6. Right? Now if I want to find M12, what is that? Minor of A12. Okay. So what is minor of A12? Minor of A12. So leave the corresponding row and column. What is left? Minus 5 ka determinant, which is equal to minus 5. See, don't confuse yourself with the absolute value. This is determinant symbol. Okay. So determinant of minus 5 is minus 1. Similarly, M21 will be, leave the corresponding row and column, it will be 3. M22 will be, okay. So this is the way we find the minors for order 2 matrix. Now we will find the minor of a 3 order matrix. So now for square matrix of order 3, how to find the minor, I will tell you. So let us take M11. Okay, M11 means minor of A11. Leave the corresponding row and column. Leave the corresponding row and column. What you are left with? We have to find the determinant value of it. Determinant I said, okay. So now what it is? 45 minus 48. What you are getting? Minus 3. So M11 value is minus 3. Okay. Now check one more. M12. So now M12. Take this element, leave the corresponding row and column. So what is the determinant coming? 4, 7, 6, minus 9. Solve it. What you are getting? Minus 36, minus 42. So what you are getting? Minus 78. Okay. So M13, see, leave the corresponding row and column. Okay. So what is left out? That sum matrix determinant will find out 4, minus 5, 7, 8, 32, minus of minus 35, right? Okay. So 32 plus 35, that is 67. Similarly, we can find the minus of the other element. So now I will explain you what is cofactor. Let A is equal to Aij be a square matrix of order n. The cofactor Cij of Aij in capital A is equal to minus 1 raised to the power I plus j times the determinant of the submatrix of order n minus 1 obtained by leaving ith row and jth column of A. It follows from this definition that Cij is equal to cofactor of Aij in A equals to minus 1 raised to the power I plus j Mij, where Mij is the minor of Aij in A. Thus we have Cij is equal to Mij if I plus j is even and minus Mij if I plus j is odd. So cofactor of A11. So it will be equal to C11. Okay. C11 will be equal to minus 1 to the power. What is the value of I1? J1. So 1 plus 1 M11. Is this thing clear? Okay. Now minus 1 square. Okay. What is M11? Take this element, leave the corresponding row and column. What you are getting? 4. Okay. Minus 1 square is positive, so it will be 4. Okay. C12 will be what? Minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 M12. Okay. Minus 1 cube. Now we'll take what is M12. So this is there. leave the corresponding row and column. What you are left with? 3. So it will become minus 3. Okay. Now if I take C21, it is minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 M21. Okay. Minus 1 to the power 3. What is my M21? Check this. So M21 is 2. So write there 2, which is equal to minus 2. Okay. Now what is C22? Again minus 1 to the power 2 plus 2 M22. Okay. So minus 1 whole 4. M22 is what? Leave the corresponding row and column. What is that? 1. So it will become 1. Okay. We can form the cofactor matrix also. It is represented by Cij, and we represent the elements C11, C12, C21, C22. Okay. So how we make the cofactor matrix? Substitute the corresponding cofactor element. So we are getting 4. Okay. Minus 3, minus 2, 1. So this is my cofactor matrix. Okay. So now we'll find out the cofactor of a square matrix of order 3. Okay. So now say first C11 I am calculating. So C11 will be minus 1 raised to the power 1 plus 1 and M11. Okay. So I am talking about this element. Leave the corresponding row and column. Okay. So leave corresponding row and column. Okay. So minus 1 square and write down the sub matrix. So this will be 1 and this will become 45 minus 48, which is equal to minus 3. Okay. Now C12 when I am calculating, it will become minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 M12. Okay. So it will become minus, I will write the matrix here. So leave the corresponding row and column here. So what you are left with? 4, 6, 7, 9. Okay. So minus sign will come here. 36 minus 42. Okay. So what I am getting here basically minus of minus 6, which is equal to plus 6. Okay. Now if I want to find C13, so it will become minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3 and I will take leave the corresponding row and column and find the element. So this is my 3, leave the corresponding row and write down 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay, solve it. So what you are getting here? Minus 1 to the power 4 means it will become 1. So 32 minus 35. What are you getting? Minus 3. Okay. Similarly, we can find for C21. So C21 minus 1 raised to the power 2 plus 1 and this will be M21, right? So minus 1 cube, and what is my M21? So take this 4, leave the corresponding row and column. So you are left with 2, 3, 8, 9. Okay. Minus 18 minus 24. So you are left with minus of minus 6, which is equal to plus 6. Similarly, we can find out the other elements of the cofactors. Okay. Okay. So now I will discuss with you the application of the determinants to coordinate geometry. Okay. So first is area of a triangle. So if we are given the vertices of a triangle, using determinants we can find out the area of the triangle. Okay. So let x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3 be the 3 vertices of the triangle. So how we can find area? Area is equal to half determinant. Okay. x1, y1, 1. x2, y2, 1, x3, y3, 1 will give you the value of area. Okay. Now second is collinearity of points. So if we have to check that whether the given points are collinear or not, how you can find out? As we know, if the points are collinear, area of triangle will be 0, right? So say for example, I have to check x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3 as collinear. Okay. So then area of triangle will become 0. So half x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1 should be equal to 0. So this will give you the collinearity of the points. You can remove half also, because anyways we have to prove this part should be equal to 0. So now we'll discuss how to find equation of a line using determinants. Let x1 y1 and x2 y2 be 2 points through which our line is passing. Okay, now let us take one variable point. Let x comma y lies on the line containing x1 y1 and x2 y2, right? So it means my x1 y1, x2 y2 and xy will become collinear because they lie on the same line. Okay, hence I can summarize like this: x y 1, x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1 equals to 0, and I will get my equation of a line using this collinearity property, because I have one variable point xy and x1 y1 x2 y2 are my fixed points. 3 applications of determinants to the coordinate geometry: 1, finding the area; 2, proving the collinearity; and how to find the equation of a line when the 2 points are given through which the line is passed. Now I'll do some example questions. So now my question is, find the value of lambda so that the points 1, -5, -4, 5 and lambda 7 are collinear. So since points are collinear, okay, equal to 0. So this implies I can write this as x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. Okay, substitute. So what you are getting? 1 -5 1, -4 5 1, lambda 7 1 equals to 0. Okay, now I will find the value of this determinant. So 1 5 -7 minus of -5, so I am getting -4 minus lambda and plus 1, so -28 minus 5 lambda equals to 0. Okay, so this will become -2, this is plus 5 multiplied by this, so -20 minus 5 lambda minus 28 minus 5 lambda equals to 0. So basically what I am getting? I am getting -50 minus 10 lambda equals to 0, which implies lambda is equal to -5. So now I will do one more question. Okay, so the question is, find the value of k if area of triangle is 4 square units whose vertices are. So I have to find the unknown quantity when I have been provided with the area. So what is the formula for the area? Area is equal to half x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1. Okay, and moreover you know that the area of the triangle has to be positive. Okay, so we take the absolute value of the determinant, right? Okay, so now substitute the values. Write this as x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. Substitute the values. So it is k 0 1, x2 is 4 0 1, x is 0 2 1. Okay, and what is the value of the area? 4. I will write the absolute value of it. Okay, so we are taking the absolute value of area because we know area can't be negative, but the value of the determinant may come negative. So we will solve this determinant. So what I am getting? K into 0 minus 2. Okay, minus 0. So 4 minus 0 plus 1, 8 minus 0. Okay, so when I am removing the absolute sign, it will become plus minus 4. Always remember, whenever area is given to you and you are supposed to find the unknown quantity, please always use here absolute function, and whenever you are removing absolute function, plus minus. Okay, so minus 2k plus 8. Okay, rest this will become 0. So plus minus 8 equals to minus 2k plus 8. Now I have two values for k. What are those two values? So 8 equals to minus 2k plus 8. So 8 and 8 will get cancelled. This implies k is equal to 0. This is my one value. Okay, when I am using minus 8 equals to minus 2k plus 8. So what that imply? Minus 2k is equal to minus 16. Cancel, which implies k is equal to 8. Okay, so in that case I am getting two values of k. One is 0, other is 8, which will yield me the area of 4 square units for the triangle. Okay, now we will do one more question. Find the equation of a line joining the points 1, 2 and 3, 6. Okay, so what is the formula? It is x, y, 1, x1, y1, 1, x2, y2, 1 equals to 0. Okay, so this is my x1, y1, x2, y2. Now I'll substitute it. So what I am getting? X, y, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 6, 1 equals to 0. I will solve the determinant and will get the required equation of a line. Okay, so x, 2 minus 6 minus y, leave the corresponding row and column, 1 minus 3, then plus 1, leave the corresponding row and column. Okay, 6 minus 6 equals to 0. So I am getting here minus 4x plus 2y equals to 0, or 2y is equal to 4x, which implies y is equal to 2x. So this is my required equation of a line which passes through the point 1, 2 and 3, 6. So basically these type of questions we get, either we have to show that the points are collinear, or we have to find the area of the triangle, or the unknown quantity when the area is provided, or you have to find the equation of a straight line. This is the application of determinants to the coordinate geometry. To summarize, today we learned determinants introduction, calculation of determinants of order 1, 2, 3, Saras method to calculate determinant of order 3, minus and cofactors, and application of determinants. So that's all for this video. Stay tuned.